So just so as usual, so we should begin with the comfortable sitting posture and just fully relaxing our body. And just as we are physically, we find ourselves at rest, so it would be also great if we could also find peace and rest within our mind as well.
She be just chewed the jabade, then there, running shade puppet, said by shade puppet zabade, Hajo, get him watching an error. Said the finish shade puppet yaboyan, she saw, what pepper yaboyan, and then message boys and message was the tennis of Greece and do. She touching the water, message was said, she was said, say till the IML jog. So no said them, they catch him a razor. Then he said, Shede Babagon Yabu Negatin, little Helapi name was. Ligan Tadel had your padding. Ligan Tadel Yabu Paz and Linswala padding. Ganida. Harrison said Hela Degred, little Sanin Debachi, said Hela Devati, Ligan Yuan the Montrebat in water. Living John True, returning other Maderio, Mother lived in using to be Dani son. That's on the telephone I happened to idea.
So it's very important to understand the benefit of achieving some sense of like peace and happiness, within ourselves or on a mental level. So, our usual, thought that about the peace and happiness and some sort of satisfactions, comfort that we seek in life. So it's always very much based on the external world, and this is actually not necessarily the right way. So rather, if we really take very close look at the what is the true source of our peace and happiness that which we can experience in life, then we can notice that the more than the external objects, more than that, so the some sort of the cause of peace and happiness that we create within ourselves. So that is on the mental levels. When we achieve some sense of peace, happiness, some sort of stability, then something peace and happiness within ourselves, then we can quite when we have find that, then we can with or without even the external conditions, we can experience that some sense of peace and happiness. So even of course it's also important, for example, to enjoy a good physical health, which is also very important cause for our well-beings, but however even if we enjoy a really perfect health of the body, when our mind is very disturbed and very agitated, and then not only we can we can appreciate this good health of our body, but also there is a likelihood that this disturbance in the mind then can also harm or affect our good health of the body, because when we talk about the good health of the body, it is all to do with the good balance of we call it like the elements within our body, and which is all about. and so therefore sometimes there is such a disturbance and within too much the stress within our mind, for instance, then can bring such cause some imbalance in our body, and this can also then affect our physical health.
the day on that tennis and no need a day to get mono is on a yoga, some tentona, and the up we are to the day. Go there, second net on Moshigu. But Ketungamara, Geshe said, Debbie Lona Moboda, Dona, she goes by his. Can't never say, yes, and young Deva Momo do Matan, come, Chumbakayan in low days, I couldn't never move, then they go by our sex. They will Lona Momo than Donatini, she goes by his. Yenere that the Santo Charasanto Chambayari. So the thinking of these the various the factors for our peace and happiness in our life, then we can, if we put that into two, that is the internal factor and the external factors, or the spiritual or the material factors, then if we think very carefully, then we can notice that there is if you compare that, which one we have enough or not enough, then we can notice that in most of our case, so there is a serious deficiencies in the internal with regard to the internal mental the factors for peace and happiness. So therefore the really when we turn our mind to the learning meditation or practicing meditations, so we are in fact the focus is to create that, develop that internal factor for peace and happiness. So for it is about meditation is also about educating, about learning about ourselves and about our mind. So if you just reflect on this, what this very famous the Kadamba master Geshe Sharawa, who said Geshe Shao, who said that the beginning of the happiness is when we when we are able to minimize or to really to suppress this unending desire, thought of desiring, desiring for various objects. So therefore, this just says this. If you reflect on that, how a lot of the frustration and then the unhappiness that we experience, not so much to do with the actual the condition that we live in, but more to do with this our
lack of this satisfaction, the contentment with within our mind, and due to that there seems to be something, the lack of happiness, and there seems to be unending demands and challenges for the life.
Devilona Mubozi, Devilona Muboda, Dona Delching Gotsivai, the Canadian. Mandon Devan did a chant de God. Devachi, Denachi, Manda, Chin, Denachi, Denisi, Davis, and Kwame, some tetona, fair up on the love power we are, the Tatin, love power, Deva Toji, nature chichi or the dead, and Deva is dead in Deva tea, Massiva, and then Deva ten love power, tail, nature, ten your mothers, sit the Teji Chibayan with your David Lona Mobodala, David Lona Mobodale, that's some death. David Lona Moboti, winning other dead said she damn matona, they only run, Gena said, the asset, sell Chiboy said, Gena Calicon said, couldn't never mandate because I'm going to come to there was Kaze Mona, commanded big Mulkanga Chinguya. Kanga the car sell Mashi Badre, Kanga leg sell Mashi Badle. Deva Mande big Kanga, Deva Mande with Dungas and everything. Then they tell it you are. Is that red? Just in a tablet. Yeshi Chilo, but Novayan, then they should choose to go there, test you do. It's a hard to get too much ready. Con Saba, they thought the Leon, the Leon. Con Shuba, the Yit Simbashun, then they are telling us, Con Shuba, the other Yi Massipa. Con Shuba, the Yi Massipa, and never more until so then to happen to us that I on there and they want one region.
So as this great practitioner, the Master Shao said, how if the happiness begins if we when we manage to decrease this the unfulfilled desires. Now, so if we relate this to our own life, and then if we ask our questions that whether there's always seems to be unending desires, and which means that there's never there's no satisfactions, because when there's a one unfulfilled desire, means then you have to then that means there's something to there's no happiness, something lacking, something is not doesn't satisfy one's life, and so therefore there is this cause can cause us as a stress, and so if you consider this in our real situation, so more to not so much in most of our cases, not so much that there's a shortage of the things that which are necessary or which are for the well-being, good well-being of our life, or the satisfaction of our life, but more because of the lack of this control of our desire mind, which is to say, as soon as one desire is fulfilled, so then we are, straight after that, then our mind, we desire for more. So we can see, if we look into this desire, then there is no, as long as we trapped in this under this control of this the unfulfilled the desire, so there is no chance for one to achieve satisfactions, and so therefore another great Indian master, who's Ashvaghosha, also said that there is no worse like a sickness or a disease than this the disease of not unfulfilled like a desires. So which is also saying the same thing. So therefore the when we talk of this even not only in the Buddhist Buddhisms, where there's the emphasis on the mention of the practice of desire less and the cultivate the sense of contentment. So even if you look at the other spiritual tradition like the Christianity, so which also emphasize the importance of the contentment, sense of contentment. So all this shows that how if we are not able to to control, to like free our mind, from the influence or from the over power of this desire, then there is no matter what the success or how much you achieve, and you won't find any achieve the true sense of satisfaction and happiness.
la fi joba chimo mena ko yo ati yi chiba chi no ji ba te gi ba no ji ba nje re yin da ne ngene ra ko yo wa tan rogin de ding an rogin de so da lo de abu pe de te ngene choro sam do ga ta an rogin de so ra so yi te je chen ang rogin de ro chan rogin de na ga ren na chi le chan an rogin de so de ne chi sana ya bu ya sa man rog du se man rog ma du se kali khong ran wa te ni te lo do sho khor de man rog du se ra chi ma de ma de ngi wa man rog nga she bun du se ma ma de da nga she bun ma de nga tan ti bun ma du se de te ni ha ka le nga de lo yi zo na che ni ken sa ji wu de te nge ne choro zo xin ju che na ya bu pe ya de is da thing a go jan that Nancy and get the go come a genius Johnny. Lo patron there, shoot it, see, no give me budget. I mean, didn't come a genius then there tell us, no kanga sabi, Megazona, 10 days and do it, get the legs on to what I am.
So in order to cultivate a sense of contentment, then we need to change our way of thinking, and such like for example a way of thinking like the this great Indian master, the Nagarjuna said that really the purpose of the wealth is to bring satisfactions to our mind, to ourself. So therefore now if we ask whether the the satisfaction, this, automatically, as soon as if you acquire certain objects or material object, does that automatically bring satisfaction? Then of course not, but rather it depends. Along with when you find these objects, like for example, if you enjoy good health, or you you have enough material living condition for your livelihood, then we have to say to ourselves that or content to ourselves that that is enough. We have to feel grateful in a sense of that we enjoy whatever health we enjoy. It is good enough, and the wealth and whatever that we have, all the friends, number of friends you have, if you say to yourself that is all good enough. So how this, we're not just saying, but in fact, mentally, when you content yourself to whatever you possess, so now how what kind of the effect it has on your experience, like we normally say, like how your mind and then yourself, and then how the impact, what goes in your mind when you're in your mind when you said you feel contentment with whatever you have. So moment you say that to yourself in your mind, that 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 you have enough of all the wealth for your livelihood, or possession and so forth, and you feel very peaceful, and there's some sense of more the reason for to be feel fortunate, feel more contented with life. So therefore we have to, in order to bring about such changes within our mind, our way of thinking, so we engage in the meditation practice, and trying to which is all in meditation practice, where we're trying to achieve some sense of mental peace and mental disciplines, and such as, like if we engage in meditation practice where we direct the mind on a specific given objects, and we're trying to rest the mind there for on a regular basis. Doesn't matter the length of the time, even if it could be 1 or 2 minutes, but it is a great benefit in terms of kind of giving one opportunity for these inner reflections, and trying to create this the cause of peace and happiness within yourself.
That's some that they choose a coin, but in never saw it. And this they choose man then Pegmundua. God. Yes, I yes, tell it, half, tell him more, tell it, bit tabash, that's the land. That's it. I is the much tell it, bit taba, tell him more, that's on to the children, nobody, is children you think, and so Rajun, Raju, then children can you find somebody. Non maybe true religion, maybe Christianity, Buddhism, they said non-monk. Not a maybe religion, no non.
The order of celibacy, is there only in Christianity and Buddhism? Are there any other spiritual tradition where they have the order of like the celibacy? Huh? Yes, celibate, like taking ordinations. Hindu, no. Or monk or nun, yeah.
Geshe is non-monk.
Yeah.
Buddhism is non-monk.
Yeah.
So that's the true religion, nobody knows it. Huh?
like a monastic, order, monastic systems.
Yeah, catching out the 10 year Monday, can you chill in Tomba manager, catching telling us and get chick in there. Children on a chili can mother, all as a man and none can you mother when you can Tomba manager. Kaja refat how I mean, reporting. That is an each children, which children, they should choose a girl, said, then nuns, monks, in Ta Lin saw the Guyard. Lin saw Tojaga, say to Jen, that in the Santani, she has cheese to make it tender, Rajin, that people call Amari. Charles call Raju is telling in it. Lin saw the key says that in Dragon, that didn't write that she has the garden, she has the cheese, the thing will let you. It's a good joke in it. Then Rajam Kangala and no, he seemed about they should material. Then Gamble Ross is that son of death, no, that son death, don't should have read that.
So unless we control the desirous mind, then there is we cannot then find satisfactions of no matter how much we achieve in our life, and then it's like we always then wanting to achieve more in terms of the quantity of the things or the qualities. If you want the in terms of the quantity, so you want few, then you want more, and all the qualities. So therefore when we talk about these two sense of the satisfaction, happiness, so then how important, another one important cause is to internally, mentally, cultivating this sense of like we call it, less desire and contentment. So in relation with this, and then the Geshela said that how there's somebody who made a comment that there must be something common, very close connection between the Buddhism and Christianity, because he thinks that these are the only two religions which seems to have the like a monasticism or the monkhood or the nunhood in order. And so now the whole thing, these systems, monasticisms, is a lot to do with the training or the emphasis on when you joined the monastic. So there's an emphasis on living a very simple and a very contented life, and you only need just to live the life, and so therefore that kind of free so much time, and then of course you don't know how you're going to fill the time, and this is where then the focus is on perceiving their spiritual spiritualities, spiritual practice. So anyway, so so for us, so even from that, we from here we can learn that how important even for us, the practice of developing the sense of contentment within our mind.
Yeah, that's on that's on those. All of the Gaza unattained in the plan, they should have checked you and a jail fence of Chocho, Jagua. She channel gay channel cup, and then he's a polycastle, Chen or something. The name they choose knows all the younger was 7 nature Travachin, Rongol, then Lotu Goja is. Polycombo Machoco Sajo, they should certainly, and Shangar Machi called Tusachi is 200 and then Lotu Go Carja is go shomba jayis, shomba go I said, telling in a pen, do corban general. And this year again. Ran, they should teach anything, and shomba go you thought, and I said, younger and a second, I'll go I the shomba go I said, but do corban general.
So there's a lot for us to even to be inspired by just observing how for example the certain Christians practitioners live their life, such as how some nun, when you look at them, how their whole entire life is really dedicated to serve the community, serve other beings. And then individually when you look in their life, then they do not really possess anything. And this is really great to be a source of inspiration. And likewise His Holiness Dalai Lama also once said that he heard about this a Spanish monk who was who did a retreat for for 6 years, and then so His Holiness actually took an opportunity to meet this.
Somebody.
No.
Somebody just in dry bread.
Yeah.
Dry bread. Just drying bread. Just drying bread. No vegetable. 6 years.
Just lived on a bread, dry bread. No.
No. So
for 6 years he just lived on just a dry bread and then nothing else, and that's the show because that he found that is just enough to sustain his life, and that shows shows his practice of simplicity and contentment. And then when His Holiness asked, what in those years, what practice or what meditation did you do? He said he focused on developing love. And actually, the moment he said that word love, and there was a strong sense of emotions that he expressed in his face.
Yeah. 강가도 제제 가야 뭐 이징에네 집아야라 아니 가르에나면 깬주고 체세다 내주주 되는 용군です라 로진즈도 같은 주로 예진들 되는 용군です근데 상결은 대징에네 야부 선주다 손 대도야 하도 맞지
and His Holiness Damas also found that really one of the main source of all this, the inspiration for the great a lot of true Christians practitioners, so is their faith in the Almighty God, and so it is in their faith in God that where they found the inspirations to practice, to develop the living the life of contentment or simplicities, and also to fully dedicating their life for other beings, and totally is from that source that they are also able to eliminate all this self-centeredness, and so therefore from this point it it is because of that. So His Holiness Dalai Lama have a strong, respect to the or any people who believe in that, and God as in the Almighty God. So which has the even if it's not the necessarily that all the followers have the same follow this, have the same, develop same practice, but there are many who really derive such a very great spiritual inspiration and for their practice.
네. 나 장으로 가서 왜 쉬워지 나 nga제나 제가 있는데. 그러나 이제 진짜는 진짜 제초면 로진스 제초면 되죠. 로 진짜 뭐야 와대. 내가 깨줄 때 대바들인데 생도와. 내가 가르는 깨줄 거를 제해서 아 진짜 용어만 돼와. 대징에는 라체모 제로 쓰고아래. 이사 드네 장으로 드네 다스 대서 이시바까지 저런 너가 말이 저런 이시래. 저런 이시래. 얘는 세워가지고 집안 통보된 주번 통보된 저런 이시래 세워가래. 라 그런 얘네 공발 내도도 그래 손은 또도 되는 근데 세우는 얘는 집안 통보된 애 저런 이시래 세우는.
So so obviously, so among the Christians practitioners, so there are some who who have completely overcome the what we call as a self-cherishing mind, and so they only within them they only have the concern or the thought for the welfare of other beings, and so the as said before, so this is they manage to overcome this self-cherishing mind or the egoistic mind because of their belief in their faith in the Almighty God, and so therefore so is because of this, so His Holiness Dalai Lama has a great admirations to the the Christians' faith, so much so that the even some of the Christians practitioner on a very higher very high on their Christians like hierarchies. So even made the comment to His Holiness Dalai Lama that you seems like Christians, you are a good Christians, something they made that comment.
네. that's 대당하는 대시 주지 그 대라 대 주지 대라와 대 주지는 당한다와 대 제적으로 야바대 이 시바단 대시 주지 대는 와서서 야바대 야부래 아서 난저 소소들 되는 로션에 야부 얘네 다능아 로지야 맞도 본데 데포를 되는 안에지야 마그레 마리게 지세야
Do you remember the name of the nun when we first moved here in this place? Huh?
Maryland.
Maryland. The nun, name of the nun. Yeah, a few nuns, yeah.
Huh?
Okay, last. Quoting.
You mean one particular nun?
And the Maryland, the Quran 속에 아니 속바죠, 속바님이라 Maryland.
She here none did here. She 70 years she did none here. That time very cold, no heater. So much today, on hand so much today has here. Then she keeps she sit already. After I see that maybe 70 maybe last time. He all time that's benefit the other people. She went there, India went there, South America went there, many years. They all 2,000 all girls there. They all forest, all they did Maggie. They come there. Now going going there, very sad. Now look, Kong Al Gawaya. Now you woman, condition, see, you're not into Pandora over. Dino Shara Delmar, causes can I have a say, Chorape, Yaburis, Chorum Mozart, pay Yaburis, Malpento, Chuchos, and Chosa Monset Zoyara, not Jesse Heroes, Chorum Monset, Jesse Heroes. You get Mario Garret, I love and tomorrow, Garden, Kong Ali get over a Garden and natural trade is. And the what see whatever, Mother to Pandora of Coron to an order, Pachantus of Pandora is a hardly action to correct.
So the previous the owner of this place was what's called the Merillic nun, and so anyway the Geshela was saying about this. After we moved here, so there's he can't remember the name of the nun, but who met Geshela, and then over a number of years they really become a very close spiritual friend, and this nun, he from what the Geshela remember from what she said about her life, that looking at how she has traveled. It's all the life.
17 years old. He did none here.
Yeah. So for past before we moved here for past 17 years, so they were running this nun group, were running this place, and they had about over 100 children, from underprivileged, they looked after, and they didn't have any heater or any really comfortable condition here, but she was taking care of them, and also at one stage she also help many poor children in India as well. So in early day, so Geshela said so they moved to some houses next to us, but this nun, she travels a lot, so but she always trying to take an opportunity whenever she returned to meet Geshela, and at one time even invited him to their place, so they shared tea, and Geshe Doga said he had a great admiration and respect for her the practice, and she's also seems to have some sort of the cherishes her friendship with the Geshela, and time to time even write a letter to him. Blue. Broom said, right? The name of the area in Kimberley, Western Australia. No, Darwin. Broom. ya hago 이게. 근데 broom yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, broom. Lao hago na. Lao. No.
B. You know? R. O.
Broom.
M. You can't say that.
Broom is a broom. Here.
Yeah, these are the no maybe these are the desert. Yeah, she going there. Maybe many years ago.
Yeah.
6-7 years gone. I don't know now what happened. They all that desert. All cars there, all they make it there. Poor people and all girls suffering there.
She moved up.
South American running, but the long is just there. She not even running. She can't get Jenny. And the church jack and I just lot of
No.
then promote need to talk about the judges.
She also did a great missionary work in South America, in the middle of Vilaka Forest, where give a shelter to thousands of people there, and built and came back. No.
다 대중이 가가 세가 알아라. 다 저도 다 나데 당한테 가르쳐 고자지 되니래라서 고자이 만도 세마파 가와이나 지 저대야레스 세마 가와이나 저대레스네 세코로 니바가요 말레스 저네 가사에 저네 지 선도래 당에 된다 하고면 difference coin le용are 맞아 맞아 다 루세 가리면 different le용are 다 different le가 세라 메대와 용도 아시 나데 세 자자자도 반초되었대 니바치 되니 농게 미바체를 쳐서 내니 까마치니지 되나요 세들 대녀서 세 건요 받으니 와라 체지요래 당만도 대세서 된당에는 대인 봤어 다 거때 자는
So before we begin the meditations, so just to again understand that how the with the meditation practice, how it would bring our mind fully within ourselves, and then through and as a result of that, then we can actually feel ourselves more, feel more positive, more peace, and more inspired, more feel more energies within ourselves. So whereas how, on the other hand, how when our mind is too distracted and or always preoccupied or wondering, towards all directions, then how as a outcome of such the wandering, our mind going after various wandering thought, then how sometimes the outcome can be even Geshela say even then it could feel like we feel very very low self-esteem, and we like as if like we lose all our potentials and feel depressions within ourselves. Yeah. So maybe if people here we Geshela say he hear word term depression a lot. So that's maybe the one of the cause can be lack of the controlling or lack of the disciplines of the mind, and which the can be one of the cause. So, however, in meditation practice, so it's quite opposite, where instead of our mind being very all over the places, instead of that, so we rather direct all the focus, all the energy of the mind to a single objects, and trying to fix the mind on there, and so therefore, as the outcome of such of the meditation practice is to be you bringing more courage, and you feel more motivated to do things and so forth. No.
다 레하버지 선도가 나다 리는rel라데 대전년디 세도가 가로 내게서나 지평은 와 대대 선지도나 평이 하면은 세도 가자야도 몰라데 레다 헬에서 서서 논데더라 니래는 노려 그셔 대대를 세도가 가로 그셔 거지 내려잖아 지야도 몰라지 진도 안네 제지 충분히와 들리고다 손손에 고자들 들리고 손손아 고자라 배야 받아가도 하고 왔어.
So as we all know, there's our mind hasn't got a natural tendency to just to sit, and rather our mind is more habituated towards always the going after after various objects, racing after things. So therefore this shows that we need to engage in meditation practice and to give some training train our mind to be, through meditation practice to rest and to be able to sit, when we want to sit. So, so in this way, we can see the benefit of meditation practice is also on a very simple way. See how it makes difference. If we are used to the practice, then we can be say to ourselves that when we wanted to have a rest, like wherever you are, if you're sitting home and just sitting, relaxing in a chair, then of course your body is resting in the chair, but at the same time, so if you could also relax your mind, like cease all the thought process and just rest the mind, and mind also ensuring the mind is also there, exactly there where your body is, then it will be, give a very good sense of, can be a true relaxation for you. So, so to help with this mind trainings, so sometimes it might help if we talk to our mind, like for example, when we decided to rest at home, then we say to the mind, I'm resting, so you should also rest, and things like that. You have like a more like a therapeutic step. So
Robal Mando, the Choromano, the Ghost, and Robert Caliconti. Choromano needs secretary do there. They call it so sad, Madnion de Mandosena. Courage, Tenige, Logic said so nearly younger Mata design dogma. The daughter Calicon, what?
So when I said to you just to have as if as a way of disciplining mind, so say you should have a conversation with your own mind, even talk to your mind. It may sound like a bit the off the normal, bit the abnormal, rather than you instead of hearing some very profound idea or philosophy of the life, something very instead of those very the philosophical terms, very technical terms. So, but rather I use the terms. You have a conversation with your mind. Saying like I'm just like the whole idea is to make the mind develop a closer relationship with your mind. Just as so, in one way, it might be easier than developing closer relationship with some outside, some other persons, who has their own mind and they make the decision themselves. So whereas if you say to your mind that, I'm staying home and now I want, please, that I also want you to stay with me, in that kind of, there's a more chance that your mind will listen to you than saying to sometime to your friend.
the robots of that, the Geshe Doga Lam Rim Geshe Doga Lam Rim chat for Jesus, Chairman, yeah. He got guess, they are poor, he chili apura. Younger open, what just all we are there. I think that's younger courage is no good.
So, just as His Holiness Dalai Lama had a great admirations to the other religion and like the Christianities. So I, as a follower of His Holiness and also from my own understanding, so of the other religion, also have admire a great admiration to the other religions, and so therefore, when we're talking about the mind, building relationship with the mind, then you heard quite frequently from me that how the our best friends could be this cultivating love and compassions, the four other beings which we cultivate in our mind, how that can be our own best friend, and to that we can rely on.
She said, Gary said, the others, and not the rapping angel of a ship, the other. Not to any Zani many, by Shenny Mevanonity, she did another young Arwa, then Nemo, Zani Nemo she, without she did another young Hina, Nebu Rabba, Angel, she did another sort of way, then Soala, son of Tesla, Negataga around, said that no Nemo on the Matoache, then said no sin nanny, then Mebache, no Mebache, never, then no to Rabang Inja Santa Pangwani. In the certain she delayed. Tell you, only Chicona, they are dead, San over what that is the
So once again to understand that we say that through meditation practice, so we cultivate the peace, peacefulness and the happiness within our mind, and the just from the word term, when you say peace, so what that mean is that it arises, meditation result peace, because through meditation we are pacifying or getting rid of all the distractions, mental distractions, and which are the source, really the source of various disturbing state of mind or the emotions, and so when the distractions are all pacified, then naturally we experience happiness. So that's why we say that meditation, if you enhance peace and happiness within us.
So, Tonja Padop, Jajajatum, but it looked right. Said the apple, no Tiapo, never jet. Never think or anything. So the Union Horror, like me, Yada Sonomatata, come again, know that.
So even though the at the moment we cannot, it is not in our reach to experience the everlasting sense of peace and happiness, but at least when we meditate and when we able to rest our mind, we can at least temporarily, as we can get rid of or prevent the manifested or such a very apparent mental distractions. So as a result of that, we can experience some peace and happiness within us. So with this in mind now, we'll start the meditation. So just to, again, just making yourself comfortable in sitting posture, and then just direct your focus on the mind. And if there's any outer distractions, then you should try to get rid of that. And so let the mind just completely rest within yourself, and then after the mind you found the mind within yourself, then you gently focus the mind on the breathings, and as much as possible to ensure the full focus on the incoming and outgoing breath. So we now chant the Buddha's mantra. So again, just make sure that you have the mind inward, and then as we chant the mantra, you have direct the mental attention on the sound of the mantra without being distracted by any other object. Okay, that's all for tonight. Thank you very much.